And amid these ongoing talks to free the hostages held in Gaza, a Hamas released video showing two of those captives, Keith Siegel and Omri Miran, is a reminder of the urgency to secure a deal. Omri Miran's brother-in-law, Moshe Lavi, joins me now. And Moshe, I first just want to begin with how you and your family are holding up after you saw this video of your brother-in-law that was released by Hamas. What were your emotions when you saw that release, and how are you all feeling right now?
Thank you for having me today. Saturday evening was a very difficult evening for us as a family. To receiving the video, we were not aware of it in advance. And so we got notified about it as others were notified through social media and the traditional media. Seeing Omri was a trying time. He doesn't look himself. The spark in his eyes is gone. The smile is no longer there. And of course, his condition does not seem very well. But we try to focus on the positive, the fact that he's alive. And that's what my sister, Lishai, Omri's wife, and Omri's father, Dani, spoke about at a press conference at the beginning of this week in Tel Aviv, sharing why it's imperative to look on the positive, the fact Omri, Keith, and many others are still alive, and push the different stakeholders to bring them home. But we continue to live in anguish and anxiety. It takes an emotional and physical toll on all of us, but we have to keep believing that we can bring them home.
Mm-hmm. And you mentioned your sister, of course, Omri's wife. She also a survivor of the October 7th attack. How is she holding up right now?
Yes, Lishai and her two daughters, and Omri daughters, Roni and Alma, survived October 7. They were held captive for hours in their home, held at gunpoint, abused. Luckily, they were rescued at the end of that day before they were taken or anything worse happened to them. She's processing everything and taking every day at a time because every day we have to focus on the mission, and every day there's a new news cycle, new information we receive that we have to act upon in our advocacy work. And that's besides the fact she's raising two daughters right now on her own with the help of my parents who are reaching their 70s and did not imagine that as they retire from work, they'll have to raise two baby granddaughters. Mm-hmm. So we're trying to do everything. Everyone is displaced as well. But we're focusing again on Omri, on all the hostages, and processing the negative news, such as the notifications of hostages who were murdered. We received such notifications in the past 2 days, and trying to see how we can leverage that to keep pushing our government and pushing the international community to force Hamas to the table, force Hamas to accept a deal that will end the suffering for both Israelis and Gaza non-combatants.
How concerned are you that this particular deal that's being negotiated right now has to work, that it may be the last real positive opportunity that you have to bring your loved one home?
I disagree with you there. There's never a last opportunity. There may be missed opportunities that were better, that were in a better timing to execute deals, execute diplomatic negotiations. But there's always an opportunity to take advantage of. And that's what we learn from human history. We also learn from human history that sadly at times policymakers do not understand that they need to make difficult choices, painful choices, and prioritize the social contract, especially in democratic countries, the social contract they have as leaders of a state, the state apparatus in its entirety with its citizens. This is their priority and should be their priority. I hope this opportunity will not be missed, but we receive negative signals from Hamas. They have rejected so many ceasefires offers since the war began. But we hope that this time, because of Egypt's involvement overriding Qatar, they'll be able to push Hamas to accept a deal. No deal is going to be a good deal for Israel. No deal is going to be good for the release of the hostages because it's going to be gradual, sadly. Right. It's not going to be all at once. But we have to see some development. We haven't seen hostage release since February when 2 were rescued. And of course, over 100 were released through an agreement in November.
Okay, Moshe Lavi, we'll continue to keep you and your family in our prayers and hope for the best here over the next couple of weeks as these negotiations continue. Thank you so much for sharing your story.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.